I think the hardest part too is if you're a beer-centric bar, all of a sudden training your staff that they have to know how to talk about wine too, and how to handle it, and being able to guide people when they have questions about wine like they do about beer.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most challenging thing we had to come across.
Right.
Bless their hearts, our staff is great, and we
Yeah.
work with them, but they had never sold wine like this before.
Yeah. So how'd you teach them? Like you taught them
All in the reps. It's their jobs. The
the
more wine
reps,
that you sell, the more wine they sell. So
right?
have the reps come in during a staff meeting and taste them out of the portfolio.
Give
Get
them the
them,
words to
get them,
talk.
yep, give them the words, get them the juice in their mouth so they can actually try it, and like don't like them so they can be like, in that way when someone actually asks, like, and when they genuinely like something, that's when they're going to sell it, right?
Yeah.
If someone's like, you give them a little cheat sheet, being like, if someone, this is the cab, this is like, if someone says they like, Bordeaux blends, like give them this. But at the end of the day, you can be like, okay, we always have like a go-to, like if someone comes in and asks for a recommendation, have like the 3 to 5 things on a cheat sheet that you can easily sell.
Uh-huh.
So we try to push for that so that they can simplify the menu for themselves. We're not trying to run like a Michelin starred wine program,
Mm-hmm.
but it's good to know when someone comes in, they're not just left with like like you have to have like some help from behind the counter.
Right. Yeah, it's a red.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how it used to be at the bar in
Exactly.
Madison I worked at, because we
Yeah.
just had a beer and wine license, like 300 bottles and 26 always rotating taps,
Yeah.
and like 8 wines, and we didn't know a thing about how to sell the wine. So
Yeah.
like when your average customer is the expert on a segment of the portfolio you're trying to sell, that's not a good place to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
one
Oh my
thing if
God.
it's like a wine expert coming in who like knows everything and they're like teaching you, but if it's just like somebody who's in there is like, oh, I don't know, I kind of like Rieslings. What do you have? It's like, well, I have this one.
Yeah. This is also a white reasons white, right? And then that's the third thing. That's like what we kind of had to push through with the staff.